Go.
Focus audience. Woo. So my FMP is about a poem that I've written. I did one last year. It went well, but not how I wanted it to go because it was too choppy. So I've decided to do it again. And this one's a bit more lighter. It's more PG-13, if I say so myself. It's based on a past situationship/relationship. When I'm about 2 years, I'm kind of mad that I put up with it for that long, but we're over it now and we're sorted. It's going to represent the disassociated feel and the literal states that can come from not knowing where you stand with someone. And I also wanted it to show the toxic relationships and the damage that repeating cycles can create within mental health and all that kind of stuff. Classic story, boy meets girl, but it doesn't have a happy ending. They meet through mutual friends, friend group breaks up, they continue with what they were doing, but as it progresses, the boy starts to pull away and decides he doesn't want to be seen with her anymore, he doesn't want to talk to her anymore, and they only talk when he feels like talking to her. So she starts giving him the same treatment, he doesn't like it, so he throws a tantrum and gets with her best mate. Fun times! She does the same thing and he throws an even bigger tantrum and they don't talk for 10 years. So 10 years later, they bump into each other.
10 years.
10 years!
Yeah.
He's holding a copy of her most recent book, which I have actually changed because it was too hard to fit into the narrative. But we deal with it as we go. So, again, I wrote the poem because I wanted to show the effort, I wanted to show the regression and the effort being put into most relationships. I say most because there are some relationships nowadays that do have the love that was there in the 80s and the 90s. But it's just gone. It's disappeared. We don't know where it is. We can't find it. It's like, you know in Willy Wonka when that little dude goes through the TV to become a chocolate bar? Yeah? But he stays in the air. It doesn't come back. It's just lost. We try and get it back. And I need to be able to portray the fact that it's not just women feeling this way as well, it's men. Because men don't like to admit that they have feelings. Let's be honest here.
Yeah!
So, to combat that, I'm going to be using a male versus female voiceover, which will show obviously both sides. I wanted to reach everyone, and I mean everyone. I want to show people the deterioration and how it's starting to cause such a rift in our generation and the damage it's going to cause younger generations if we do nothing about this. Because if you think about how bad it is now, think about that in 10 years. It's not going to be. There's not going to be anything. It's just going to be strictly platonic and people just for the thought of it. It's not going to be anything there. And it isn't as important as climate change, but or the rise in inflation, but it's affecting the mental health of people everywhere. It's affecting the younger children, like the teenagers, like 13, 14, 15. It's affecting the 21-year-olds, the 25-year-olds who have kids, but the relationship's gone bad, so their mental health is deteriorating. Colour scheme, on a lighter note. We've got green, purple, red, blue, and yellow. It kind of looks like a Ferris wheel, but that wasn't my plan, but we're going with it. This is for like jealousy, longing, resentment, all the feelings you get when you don't know where you are. And then some of my favourite lines, right? Number 1, the greatest writer says thin line between love and hate, reason why enemies to lovers books are considered the greatest genre. I like this because later in the poem it contradicts it, and like it's like pathetic fallacy, because later we go, love is slowly turning into hate like the authors predicted. However, my favourite line is, I'm seriously debating slamming my head against a brick wall. Again. I've done it before, it wasn't fun, but I'd do it again. And then main characters. So you've got, these are all based on real people, and I have just changed the names slightly. So if they do see this, they're going to know exactly who I'm talking about, and it's going to be a fun time. So we've got Gia, quiet, shy, introverted, which was me. We've got Caden, which was the other side, the other one, the situationship one. Cocky, quiet, troublemaker, because that's what he was. You got Peter. Woo! Woo! Peter. He was Caden's friend. He was alright. He had a very weird name. Yeah, that was his best friend.
So not that one?
I got with Caden. And then Caden got with Jade. So I got with Peter.
I think
Yeah.
Wait.
And then Jade was my best friend. And she got with Caden, so we basically just turned toxic and just slept with each other's best friends, and it just didn't go well. Again, they're based on real life people. Gia and Caden are the main people in the story, but Peter and Jade play a crucial part as that's how we meet. And obviously the quote up there, am I the drama? I probably am in this situation because I just retaliated and made it so much worse. Again, target audience, I don't know why I put this on twice, but we're just going to go with it. It's undefined, it's anyone who relates, but it resonates more with our generation. So if I had to use an age bracket, it'd be 14 to 17, or Gen Z, which is 12 to 27, or 1997 to 2012. But I don't see it being something as a preteen or a younger person would relate to, but I do see anyone over the age of 27 relating to it. And it's not directed purely at women, as I've said before, because men do feel like this, but because of the fragile and toxic masculinity that's going around, they don't like to talk about it. Any questions? There's also a survey there if you'd like to screen grab it and answer it. Any questions?
Are the real life people invited to the premiere?
No, because we don't talk anymore.
Just send them the survey.
Huh?
Just send them the survey.
Send
Yeah,
them the
well,
survey.
Can you do this link for
I'll
me?
send them the whole PowerPoint. Anything?
I can't do
Don't
the
sleep with me,
survey.
please.
It's asking me.
Is 10 years later not too big of a time gap for the same actors to play?
Kind of, yeah, but like I said, I changed that.
They'd have to look a lot older.
No, they looked exactly the same. I just made it look like they were late.
Did this actually happen, or are you just saying it did for clout?
It did actually happen, and I had to fix some screens to prove it.
Ah, okay. Cool.
I'm also.
Can we get that proof?
I have a witness.
I'm the witness here, so.
Yeah, like in the end credits, just
in the
put some
credits, we get
screenshots in.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, screenshot. Yes,
Who played Peter on his autograph?
you did. Autographed it yourself.
Oh my god.
Even though you changed his name to Tim.
Yeah, I'm Tim, actually, not Peter. Thank you very much.
I don't know where Peter went.
Can the actors meet the real life people so they know who they're representing?
No. Because I don't actually know where he is at the moment.
Luckily, I've met them all.
Bender.
Well, except for